Alright guys, Tactical Rab here, back again today. Plenty to discuss once again. Hope you're all having a fantastic Monday. And today, wanted to talk through a certain few things. Mainly, I wanted to revolve the discussion around ticket prices and how organizations have typically, and tournament organizers have typically run their tournaments over the last few years, and the experiences that I've had going to these events, and I'm sure maybe some of you guys have as well. The way they're running the events this season is very different in terms of the pricing structure and the way the seats are being allocated, very much like a proper sports league, right? Whether that will be for good or for ill, who knows, but the tickets are definitely very expensive, and I think will put a lot of people off attending, right? Especially given how the schedule is not ideal by any means. I talked about that a few days ago. So yeah, like if you guys enjoy, subscribe if you're new as always. Plenty to discuss, going to go through the 2Ks that happened and all of that stuff as well. Firstly, you guys who have been playing the game may have noticed there's a glitch right now involving search and destroy. When the bomb is being planted, if you are in a position ready to mount against a wall or ready to do something like that, and the option to do that will disappear when the enemy is planting the bomb if it's like within your field of view, and that is being abused to hell right now, and apparently that will be patched Monday, which is today. So apparently there could be a patch coming out which will be the benefit of this, and we'll fix it, but you know, who knows? I haven't heard anything about that yet, but maybe it's coming shortly. Wanted to run this past you guys as well from Damon Karma Barlow, of course, commonly referred to as the GOAT, right? The only 3-time World Championship winner. No streams for a week or so, have some unknown health issues that will hopefully clear up. Doc doesn't know the cause right now, may need more testing soon. I never have any problems, so it's freaking me out. So yeah, hopefully Karma gets back to full health as soon as possible. It would make sense that obviously he takes his time off streaming. Good job the season isn't starting in the next couple of weeks given this situation. But yeah, hopefully Damon gets back to health very soon. Thought I'd show you guys this as well. I saw this on Reddit. This came from Morks actually. He tweeted out the new mount function in the game, which of course we've talked about it, how they seem to be promoting claymores, they promote shotgun usage, they promote camping, effectively talking about all the hiding spots on Euphrates Bridge, and now they talk about the mount function. So make use of a new mechanic, mounting your weapon to corners. It's basic survival. Before you head blindly around a bend, mount your weapon first. You can rotate your gun and aim down sights to look for hidden threats, not to mention that your recoil reduces drastically. Then dispense of any hostiles and move. That's the most surprising thing of this whole thing to me, that they're actually suggesting that maybe the players in Modern Warfare should actually decide to move around a little bit. So moving onwards, a couple more things to mention. This is just, honestly, is disappointing to see a couple of fantastic designs that have come out. Firstly from, JSHXX, and yeah, I'll leave this links down below, or at least I'll leave the Reddit link down below so you guys can check out whatever you please. And also Lion Man as well made an idea for like a competitive hub, right? So a lot of this is, I think this one was maybe based on what Lion Man came up with, but we'll have a look through both of them and just see the potential here that we have for Call of Duty, and it's just disappointing we don't have anything like it. So you got some tabs: CDL League Play, the store, Call of Duty League, like find out more, the rule set, fixtures, path to pro. You can choose, say, your favorite team, their most recent match, all of this stuff. Maybe there'd be interviews available on the side, etc, etc. Lion Man's one looked a bit like this. So he had league play, ladders, stat cards, your teams, etc. So you can choose your favorite team. It'll tell you who the next match is against. Of course, down here you'll have like a live match. You can make it full screen. Then you have CDL news, schedule and standings, CDL pro cards, rosters, explaining the league, all of this stuff, and potentially meet the Dallas Empire, meet the professionals, all of this goodness, and just a beautiful thing in the background. So honestly, just really well done, and it would just be great if we had something like this, right? And you never know if, for example, if Black Ops 2 was remastered and that was going to be the competitive game for the next 5 years, this stuff would happen eventually. It's just the issue is, when we get a few months into the cycle, there's so many things that the developers are thinking about. This is the last thing on their mind, right? And I wish it wasn't, but that's just the state of the game, right? Competitive players, we can't expect the world, given that they don't make the majority of their money off us. You'd have thought with the franchise league coming around, that would have been more of a focus. Doesn't really seem to have been. But, with any luck, in a 2-3 year cycle, we would get something like this added to the game eventually, but it's just not a priority within the time frame that they have allocated. And I'm not saying I want to play Modern Warfare for 2-3 years, definitely not on the cards. And that's obviously the downside to having a longer cycle, if it was to be one, that if the game's bad, well, unlucky, you're in for a rough one. Wanted to say this as well. EasyMax says that Dallas is 22-0 in scrims since the 4th, 170-32 in terms of map counts. That's pretty ridiculous. And of course, thanks to Keegan for pointing this out to me. And yeah, like, this is crazy. Can't wait for Minnesota, he says, but it's still 2 and a little bit months away. And we'll have a look at some pricings for this in just a second, because it's very questionable. Thought I'd show this as well. Crazy Child OG pointed this out on Reddit. The idea that a lot of these maps, especially Arcloth Peak, I think is a prime offender. But look, all of this space, which is barely ever used. Like, this map goes on forever. This section is never used. This section is barely ever used, apart from in like Ground War and, or not Ground War, but you know, when you're playing public matches, these sections sometimes used, but in Search and Destroy, it's very rare. The map goes so far out to the side, it's pretty ridiculous. The idea that you could make this map smaller and maybe add like a fence in the field or make this section out of bounds or something, this will make the map, in my opinion, play a hell of a lot better. And honestly, I really like the way this section of the map works. It's just there's some things about it which just make it pretty obnoxious to play at times. So here we go, we've looked at this schedule quite a few times before, and I wanted to go into some ticket prices here. So the Surge have ticket prices available, so the Minnesota, the opening weekend, the FaZe, the Paris Legion, and the other ones, they aren't available quite yet until we get to the Seattle Surge. So let's have a look through a couple of these ticket prices. You're on the Paris Legion website, the Call of Duty League arrives in Paris, book my place. I had to translate this from French using Google Translate or whatever. So yeah, Paris Legion needs you, this is what's going on, these are the 2 series, inaugural weekend, etc, etc. These are the players that book my place. The Day Pass. The Day Pass gives you access to all of the matches in the competition day of your choice, in the category of your choice, at where it's being held. February 29th or March the 1st, or May 16th, or May 17th, 2020. So, like, effectively, you pay for a Day Pass here. This is what the stadium's going to look like. So, you've got the stage at the front, things fan out from behind. You've got the gold seats up here, Category 1, Category 2, Category 3, Category 4. And based on this, you're obviously going to be paying different prices, and this isn't loading quite now. Maybe I'll refresh. So these seem to be color coded based on the seat. So pretty much you can see here that if you want to get a gold seat, you're going to be paying 85 euros, which is like 80 quid. It's the exchange rate's pretty good, and in dollars you're looking more like $100, something like that, which is a lot of money, right? And this is just for one day. This isn't for both days. If you want to get gold seats for both days, you're going to be paying $200 for those premium seats. And this is very interesting, because this isn't a setup that we've typically had in Call of Duty. I guess it is going more professional in terms of the way the setup is had, but I really liked the ways that events are run in the past. When I went to Anaheim, when I went to London, when I went to Birmingham, the events were set up effectively. You have all the chairs laid out in front of the stage, and if you decide to get there early and sit down early, you can get whatever seats you want, right? If you want to watch a big match on main stage, you need to get there like 20 minutes, half an hour before the match if you want to get the premium seats right at the front. If you don't, you can turn up late, you can stand up, you can sit in any spare chairs. That, in my opinion, is a much nicer way to do it, because let's say you're at an event, you meet people. It's happened to me, obviously, like when I was in London and Anaheim and that, like people would come up to me who watched the channel, maybe some of you guys watching the video, who knows? And it was nice to be able to just, go and sit down with them, watch a game with them, get a drink or whatever, and not have to worry about, oh, I'm sitting in like 32J or whatever, I'm stuck next to, who knows, right? And that's not the situation you want. Yes, this is more professional, but in my opinion, it's a less friendly and it's a less open environment when the seating is restricted like that. In addition to the fact that at London, I think I paid $70 for the weekend. So for the 3 days, I paid $70, or 70 quid, $100, something like that, to go along and watch for all 3 days. I didn't have a specific seat. It was just, okay, you paid your money, you got your ticket, you go into the venue every day, do as you please, right? Do whatever the hell you want inside the venue, which is fantastic, right? So much freedom there. However, let's try and make this load, and you can just about see this on screen. So the price is over here. Well, we'll see it right here. So as I click on general admission, it says $80. You're going to be paying $80, and this is for a weekend pass. So it's slightly different to in Paris, but this is for the Seattle Surge, and you'll be paying $80 for your weekend ticket in the general admission seats. The seats really a long way away from the stage, to be honest, not where you want to be in an ideal world. I think these are probably pretty poor seats. I guess you could say good, but not fantastic. If you want to have seats near the front, you'd be paying $200 for the weekend. There's 43 tickets left here, 91 here, 40 here, 30 here, 31 here. So obviously some of these have gone. I guess the blue dots are the ones that are left, or something like that. So pretty interesting, but still, the fact that you're paying $200 for a weekend to sit near the front here and you've got specific seats, yes, okay, this is a VIP pass, which means you get meet and greets and stuff like that. But typically meet and greets were done for free, right? When I've been to a CS event before, anyone who gets a ticket, yes, you have VIP, which sit near the front, and non-VIP, which sit near the back, but anyone can go along to a meet and greet and get the activations and these kind of things. This is only available to VIP, so it's kind of, you're paying for a privilege, but it's not even a privilege that we've needed to have in the past, because everyone's been open to it. So I wonder what your thoughts are on this down in the comment section below, because these prices are pretty extortionate, to be honest, and if it's a similar thing in London, I'm not sure exactly whether, I mean, I'll probably still end up going, but is it really worth it? Who knows, especially for the anime events we're going to be watching. We're going to be seeing, what, 5 games from the actual Pro League in an average weekend. I'm sure there'll be other things going on as well, but it's still not, it's far from spectacular, and I do really worry about the state of the scene and the amount of people who are actually going to be attending these and the viewership, and because it's just... It might not be pretty, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to discuss on that. Leave your thoughts down below as always, but I am very concerned right now about the ticket prices. Guess it makes sense, people are trying to make their money back, but it's just tough to see. So let's go through the 2K results. Fighter, Swifty, Setsi, Liam, and Pred won the APAC 2K once again. In Europe, we had the Team GNS, so Bids, Maple Insight, Chain, and Detain, which I'm sure you guys will be aware of. And then, of course, the North American one, Sparts, Profizi, Parasite, Pharaoh, and Spacely. These guys have been grinding. Royalty and Nagafen's team also doing pretty well. He seems to be pretty decent, and UIU there and thereabouts again. So these are clearly the teams outside of the Pro League, outside of the teams that have opted in like that and have paid all the money. These seem to be the guys to beat right now. So yeah, pretty good team on the whole. I think Bose was on this team for a bit, and then Profizi came in, and Pharaoh. There's been a couple of roster changes gone around. Apparently Pharaoh is looking like a pretty damn good player. Of course, he has all the controversy and stuff surrounding him, but at the same time, he was a great player in Ghosts S&D when in that off-season a couple of seasons ago, and also in World War II, he was fantastic as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
You guys ready for this? This is exactly where it starts. Start counting up the fucking kills. Here we go. I don't. Bang. Bang. I shouldn't have backed up right here, but fuck it. Whatever. It still worked out. Ready for this? All dead. Another UAV dead. Dead. Ready? You're not dead. I don't miss a bolt here. Dead. 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 Don't worry, this guy's dead too. Dead. Don't worry, all these guys are... Yep, he's dead. Time ran out.